Greetings, beautiful souls. Thank you for walking with me on a journey of embodying and stabilizing a fifth dimensional consciousness within our human bodies, our lovely extraterrestrial consciousness learning to live in the animal body. Now, if you are watching my YouTube videos, which many of you do, thank you, you know that I always open with thank you for walking with me on a journey from transformation from three-dimensional survival being into fifth-dimensional thriving being, where your life is filled with love and happiness, when we exchange suffering for the happiness, pain for love, and we thrive. Well, I think it's about the time that we just learn to stabilize that energy and we thrive. We are done with suffering. If you feel you still have to suffer, creating all these kind of the weird patterns, which I think we are by the end of it, all of us, who are working on it very, very consciously, just feel like your karmic debt, job, cleansing, whatever you want to call it, feel that it's done, that you are done and that you are done. Now remember, the fifth dimensional energy, we have to be very conscious with the feeling, how does it emotionally feel, and what does it really mean. So the feeling and the thinking get married together. That's your twin flame energy within you, your soul mind consciousness. Ta-da! Fifth dimensional soul mind consciousness living in this lovely human body. So when I say that my karmic debt is paid in full, I'm done with the karma, my karma is cleansed, it is a conscious decision. And the feeling of it is like I just paid off my house or I paid off my car and I don't own anything on it. That kind of the feeling, I think we all can imagine that when you don't own any money. Money can be very much compared to the energy. And so maybe it is just, the little things that you want to imagine, but feel it. Feel that feeling like, oh, I'm done. This is it. I'm just completely done. And then that full transformation is accomplished. And the next step is to stabilizing ourselves in this energy, because it is new. We are still doing it on the on the manual, changing our bodies, and so we shift into this and says, okay, I can feel it, I can feel the happiness, I can feel love, even if I have to sometimes convince myself a little bit more, I'm able to feel that. But then your past will resurface, the memory of the past will resurface, and you may feel yucky and icky and afraid and start worrying about the future again. There's the fluctuation kind of the part of it, I think, the later time of it, where you fluctuate, when we all fluctuate, when we're going back and forth and really trying to hold ourselves really tight on this other side with that 5D. Well, we want to use whatever it is on our journey that's going to help us. So this weekend, on the April 30th and the May 1st, which is the Sunday to Monday in the 2023, in the Europe, we're always making these big bonfires, and we're celebrating the night of the burning the witches, or burning all the evil and the bad stuff. So when you wake up on the May 1st, you roll yourself in the morning dew in the grass, or you wash yourself with the morning dew, which means you rebirth yourself, rejuvenate yourself. Now, as many of you know, I was born in the former Czechoslovakia, and that's something that we used to do. Now, when I look in the Wikipedia, it is, quite a common holiday in the Europe, in many parts of the Europe. Now, when I say burning the witches, so if you don't know nothing about the witch trials, or you did not have a life as a witch, the wise woman, then you go like, oh yeah, let's burn out the witches and the evil. I want you to notice, how do we play with the words and with the feeling of these words in these days, and how does it affect you? So in the pattern of the three dimension, the suffering and the pain will go burning the witches, be something afraid of and let it go. Or if you live between the 12th to 16th century and you had that life, this may be very sensitive topic still for you. And you may feel anger, and you may feel like all that unfairness and need for the justice what happened to you. That is the suffering pattern. That is something that gets you back every single time in your earthly life. Now, if you says, okay, I surrender, these things happen to me, I cannot revive that life. And I know some of you very, very brave spiritual overachievers had that spiritual life of being a witch about 3 to 5 times between the 12th to 16th century. I mean, we were crazy overachievers, right? Trying to change the world by our force and our energy and the spells, and didn't completely work out. We have to kind of go into the rest stage for a little bit until the right time will come. So acknowledge it all, surrender, and you know that you are living in the 21st century. You know that you can practice your healing and your craft and your magic, even though there's an explanation, logical explanation for every single magic that I believe we do. You can make your herbal remedies, it's one of my favorite, and make your magic wands and the crystals. You can have a fun to using your abilities in this lifetime. So honor yourself. And let's embrace that 5th dimensional pattern here. So on the Sunday night, you can make yourself a little bonfire, or big bonfire, and honor the burning of your past. Again, if it's the past of the memories that you got burned, if it's the past of the memories of this lifetime, it is that significant moment when you says, I'm done with the past. My karma is paid in full. I'm done. I'm ready to move forward. And that's the evolving 5th dimensional pattern. I am ready to evolve. I am ready to move forward. And it's time to do it. It's time to think more about our future and really embrace this life here and enjoy it. Whenever you sit under the lovely tree or by the water, watching the cars go by, or listening crickets back here. Whenever we have to make a dinner for our family, or do the laundry and wash the floor, or do any kind of the work that we do. Oh, my friend cicadas. I love them. It's time to enjoy it to its fullness, because it is the physicality of life. And so while we metaphorically and physically make a fire and burn that past, if you need to write it on the piece of the paper which you are ready to let go, write it, burn it in that fire. And then make a little ceremony for yourself on the Monday morning. If you want to wash yourself, roll yourself in the grass in the morning dew, I definitely do that for the past few years. It's a rejuvenating kind of feeling. It's a rebirthing kind of the feeling. It's like that phoenix when it's rebirthed out of the ashes of our pain and the suffering and these horrible things what happened to us. Like, let's be a little dramatic about it. It was bad. And now you're gonna rebirth yourself, this gorgeous phoenix or whatever it is that you would like to be. And it's time to enjoy it here and spread the love and happiness. Should we keep spreading and sharing a suffering what happened to us? And trust me, we all get caught up with it, me included, in the stories of suffering. What happened to us? What happened to us? What happened to me? What happened to my family? And how it is, and how we should reminiscence about it. Until I shake myself and I says, Eva, what is it that you are doing? It's time to be done. The life is good now. It's time to be done. And it's time to really plan and prepare. Dream about the future and manifest the future that I would like to manifest. And I want the same for you. Let's start to really dreaming, planning, and physically manifesting what is that next journey of our life is. We all know that the time on the earth is limited. It is a temporary passage. And some people call it on the borrowed time. It is a temporary passage, and the years go by. As long as we can enjoy those years, that is the most important thing. As long as we create a way of life that is inspiring for at least one more person in your tribe, that's good enough. As long as you are fulfilled and that 5th dimensional frequency is vibrating from the inside out from you, it's gonna reach everybody in your circle. And remember, your vibe attracts your tribe. So the more you stabilize in this energy, the more people like you will meet. Remember, the Pleiadian said, this is the year of soulmates. This is a perfect year of that alignment between the mind, body, and the soul. It's the year number 7. 2023 adds into 7. 2 plus 2 plus 3 is 7. Which is the mind, body, and the soul. Soul connection. It's also connection to Pleiades, the 7 sisters of Pleiades. So this is a perfect energy to really live in that frequency of love and happiness, stabilize yourself in it, and enjoy your life. So enjoy the bonfires, enjoy the burning your past, burn the witch that you used to be. I used to be witch a few times, and the anger I held from the time when they burned me and killed me and ruined my life for a few years, when I remember, was unbearable. I even wrote about it in the Pleiadian Code 1, and there's a little ceremony to do so. So if you have the ceremony goes with the 3 candles actually, so you can make it by your fire. The first one is for the acceptance and forgiveness. By the power of 3, I forgive. I forgive everyone who have harmed me, and I forgive myself that I put myself in these situations. It's the understanding we live in the times when people were afraid of us, and we kind of wanted to help everybody, we wanted to save everybody, we were caught up in the 3-dimensional pattern of the survival. 5th-dimensional pattern is the thriving, and we were not allowed to thrive, and people around were not allowed to thrive, and so we at least made the best out of the survival. The second candle is for unconditional love. By the power of the unconditional love, I release all the curses and the bad wishes and all the negative energy I have ever wished to anybody. Because if you have been the witch and you have been burned, you were not happy about it in the end. None of us were. And we made some unkindful wishes. I want to protect our families and communities, which we call today curses. Curse works as a boomerang of the energy. Always come back to you. Come back, come back, come back. So on this night, let's all join together, well, on the Sunday, on the April 30th, and let's release all these curses. I'm gonna light the candles for all of you, sisters and brothers of light. And if you are ready, let's empower each other. I'm definitely empowering you of letting it go and forgiving them and forgiving yourself. Unconditional love is the most highest, potent, powerful energy within this universe. And so by the power of unconditional love, we all release it together and we let it go, because we do want a life filled with love and happiness. We don't need this boomerang and backlash from 12th century, for God's sake. Or the 13th. The third candle is for the light. Illuminate the light on the path for you and all those that you have may send those negative wishes back then. Love your enemy. The third candle is literally loving yourself, loving your enemy, and wishing the best wishes for everybody, seeing the best in everyone around you, in the present, in the past, and in the future. And that will help you to stabilize yourself in this 5th-dimensional energy. On the Monday morning, wash yourself with the morning dew. Have fun. And let's enjoy together this new journey of the rejuvenation. Happiness, love, good health, and of course prosperity and positive abundance. With this, I love you, love you, love you. You have a fabulous weekend. Enjoy the burning of the witch and enjoy to be rebirthed into the wise woman, and if you are a man, into the wise man. I love you. Love and light from my heart to yours.